Hello, this is Eric, and welcome to Clickbait, where we don't take away the rewards that our player have gained.
Yeah, this is our second time recording this. I had Eric's like, "Hey, why don't I try to do the intro this time?" I'm like, "Okay, sure, give it a try." Hi,
Hey, this is Clickbait, and welcome to Eric.
Yeah, essentially,
That's
how bad that was. So the little thing about taking rewards away, we're just gonna get right into it. Well, okay, I think let's discuss. Before we get to that whole entire thing, the hot topic. The hot topic is there's been a announcement for basically, they call it a change. It's a nerf to Not Forgotten and Lose How. But before that, actually, I think it'd be a good idea to cover Revelry and like how Iron Banner was a trash shoot this week, just because we're gonna spend a lot more time on the patch.
Which we'll introduce that later.
So I finished up Arbalest 1 or 2 days ago. Kinda like. The event wasn't bad, but I really wish the bounty pacing was more focused in the forest and not exactly like activities like Gambit, Crucible, Strikes, Nightfalls, Raids. Like,
was it? I didn't actually do any.
The powerful armor bounties. Because I wanted the armor set because it looked nice.
Those were powerful gear.
Yes, they can drop 700 light gear.
I was not doing those.
Well, you should do them before they go in. I think you still need light, right?
Yeah, I'm at like 650 something.
Yeah, but I got Arbalest. I went to Iron Banner. Something like this. I haven't touched Iron Banner all of Revelry. I have not been Crucible all of Revelry.
PC. Yeah, because I can tell you how console is.
Oh, it's same thing on PC. Here, I was gonna say when I went to Iron Banner, I forgot the grenade recharge worked. So the two things I saw the most were Controverse holds handheld Supernova. I'll explain why it's an issue in a second. And
I can the same issue with console.
No, because the thing is, you cannot one shot them with a precision frame shotgun like Dust Rock. They survive that.
Yeah, they survive it.
It's just like, and it doesn't, and they instantly like it's a range. Like the grenade recharge on it's ridiculous, and then you also have the hunters with Shinobu's Vow, and then I ran into Titans.
Can you give me that controller real quick, the red one?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you guys a simulator of what console is right now. This is my L1 button. Ready?
I mean, yeah. Hunters with Shinobu's Vow. With Shinobu's Vow on grenade hit, you get back grenade energy. Then I saw Titans running double suppressor grenades. I'm like, yeah, it's like, man, I'm like, huh. You kind of walked in. But I took Arbalest in. It's like I'm using one of my heavy linear fusions. I like linear fusions better than sniper. I got used to them more. I can actually hit my shots with them. I don't know. This is something I learned about yesterday, and I told Eric when we met up, was that Arbalest can one-shot by shot if you are in an empowering rift for a Warlock.
The only problem I have is that as soon as I pop a rift, I am immediately deleted by 8,000 skip grenades.
Oh.
Healing doesn't matter.
Oh, man. I was playing on an indoors map. There's a guy who just run around throwing trip mines. I'm like, and me. It's like what I used to do during Mayhem in D1, where
it's like going into the fallen traps.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything is just laser tripwires.
You just hear going on.
Like 14 explosions later, you hear like 8 Guardians go down. You're like, they don't even have that many team members.
Exactly. My main thing is that why didn't they just postpone? I can't talk. Postpone Iron Banner until after this week, when Revelry's gone, where you don't have grenade recharge, you don't have all these abilities recharging, because there's multiple things. Hunters, another big one is Hunters using Gemini Jester and dodging constantly, and your immune radar. Then the thing is, you combine that with Top Tree Night Stalker, so you can just dodge and go invisible and remove people's radar. Yeah. So it's like, I know like everybody's talking about the grenade spam, but like higher, like me, because I was like, I tried the grenade spam thing, like, okay, it's cool, but then I tried out the dodge thing. I think that's a lot better of an option if you can actually make it work. It's a little bit more skillful, which we'll talk about later.
What I've seen in the Revelry is Titans.
Okay.
They're like, hey, we're playing Countdown.
Okay.
What if you weren't able to shoot at the bomb ever?
Oh my god.
What if we just built a castle?
Oh wait, you've been playing comp, haven't you?
Yes.
Why? You're going for 2100, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I already have Luna's Howl.
I know, but you want Recluse.
Yeah, I want Recluse.
Okay. Spoiler alert for anybody who doesn't know. Recluse is like, it's good in PvP. It's better in PvE. It's like the best PvE weapon.
Yeah, I just wanted a PvE weapon to mess around with, but like,
it's not for PvE.
I just was like, oh.
Also, don't forget you can get mountaintop healing on your controller.
cat. Oh my goodness.
My cat. All right.
Suplex your cat.
I don't. But yeah, I mean, also you have Mountaintop 2100, Reclusive Mountaintop, one of my favorite Rumble loadouts. Yeah. Alright, sorry. Continue with your countdown simulator.
So, I don't know if it's just me.
Yeah.
Or if it's servers. Every single time I match into comp, there's like 8 rounds in a row that will always be countdown.
Yeah, it's just
and
because...
then I'll get one control.
Remember when they used to do Crucible Labs? Oh man, if only they did that for weapon changes they plan to implement.
Doing the...
Sorry, go.
Oh, what quest? The Thorn quest?
Thorn, yeah, because
like,
you gain more progress in the comp playlist. That's why I did.
So I'm like, hey, I need to do comp.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter when you're in
countdown
for the 8th time and you don't get kills.
Yeah, with
put me into Clash.
It's because
Survival.
it's Countdown, Clash, Survival, and Capture. I think those are the 4 game modes, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why count, because I think there's a lot more countdown maps in rotation. That's the first big issue. I know the second thing is that I was talking about that with Crucible Labs. They had that one game mode like on it basically as a selection. It was like a 4v4 game mode where you could, I forget, it was like breaking the vault. You remember that game mode?
No, or is that the one that I played on here?
Yes, I think you tried where you basically you have to capture the
mode was terrible.
You have to capture the midpoint, and then you have to capture the last point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a comp game mode, but I think they realized it wasn't well balanced or designed, so they got rid of it.
And that's when you realize how busted hand cannons are in a controller.
I mean, it really is.
I looked at Muffy's and it's like, why doesn't that have recoil?
Yeah. So, a while back when Eric was over, I had him playing on PC because I forget why. And the main thing was, he plugged his controller in on PC, and that was the first time I saw 180s working on PC. I mean, and again, I'm a keyboard mouse player. He plays on consoles. We're used to different things, but seeing how much different controllers from PC, seeing like how 180s don't have recoil, how they with malfeasance, for example. That was something to watch.
You can see now why the Luna and the other one
not forgotten.
Except I did forget it.
Yeah,
I just forgot.
I know
how much bigger.
Oh, trust me, I have a really bad pun/joke lined up for when we get into the patch notes.
Yeah, you can see why those are like such a problem on console.
Yeah,
because those don't have recoil either.
And the thing is, they can adjust recoil on console. They can adjust bloom on console. There's a lot more fixes they could have done. Besides, hold on a second. Let's back off this. We're gonna get really in depth into this. Do you want? So Eric has two things because he was doing a raid and the last word quest. So
I got jebaited by the last word.
Okay.
I got jebaited hard.
Okay.
Because our buddy Devin was like, "Hey, the Thorn quest is getting handed out by the Drifter." Now, for everyone who knows what the Thorn quest is, you know this to be false.
Yep.
I did not know this to be false.
No, you did not know this to be false.
And they're like, "Hey, do Hive stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, that's the Thorn." And they're like, "Do more Hive stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, the Thorn." And it's like, "You need to go stop the dude who made the Thorn." I'm like, "I'm going to get the Thorn from him." And in my hands spawns a last word.
Huh.
And I'm like, "Devin, are you kidding me?" He's like, how was I supposed to know? Like, I don't know.
You guys came back. So, yeah, they weren't, obviously, last word came out during Black Armory. They came back in Season of Drifter.
Gone.
Yeah, they were gone. So, they came back during, Season of Drifter. But, yeah, so, again, they just got you by last word.
Even the Drifter was mad
in lore, actually, like, the Drifter, the main point, actually, I don't know why you get the last word. I forget that reason. But I remember the main thing is that the core you return to the Drifter, that's what leads to the Thorn quest we get in Season of the Drifter. That was the lore reason. Like, we had to go do this in order to get the crab for the Drifter, or for us to basically get Thorn.
Was that it? I found it in, like, a stain in the EDZ.
No, you found the start of the quest. I forget why. But you remember, like, the end of the Thorn quest, you got, like, that orb thing, like, that core, whatever?
End of the Thorn quest?
Last word quest. God.
No.
Okay. Yeah, you returned something to the Drifter that you got from the guy who made the Thorn, and then I think that's what that allowed that. I mean, you find in the
I returned to him was the last word.
I don't remember. Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
ignore everything I just said because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, because it was like, oh, show the drifter what you've done and how you've generated the last word because reasons, and then have him be mad about it because you're a warlock. I'm like, yeah, that's about right.
Yep.
So we did that.
Yep, and then you had your raid story.
So I did the Leviathan again. Came back and was like, hey, let's do the Leviathan.
Yep.
So our buddy Juan invites us to
Oh, you just remembered
a
this.
tragedy.
Yep.
4 of the people have not done the raid before. And then one of them left, and then a spot opened for me.
Okay.
So we are now shepherding 3 people through the raid who have not done the raid before. We are on the gauntlet.
Okay.
Devin is hopelessly trying to explain to these 3 that they have to, like, how to do the pillars.
Yeah.
And that the bottoms haven't been punching their scion.
Yeah.
Like, you need to punch the dude who shows up, because otherwise he goes whoop-a-doo, and then we don't have
we wipe. Yep.
They were punching their guys. So, they had been at this for an hour.
So, just want to say, no, everybody, gauntlet for an hour. Continue.
So, I'm like, hey, what's going on? And the essential question comes up. Juan, this is on normal, right? The answer was no.
No.
He put it on prestige.
Yep.
Didn't tell anybody.
Nope.
With 3 people who have never done normal Leviathan.
Yep.
This was quickly changed.
So, I forget, did you switch back to normal? Or?
Yes, we switched back to normal.
Yeah.
So we could get the people who had no idea what they were doing to complete the raid.
Fair enough.
So we went back to normal, and it was easy from that point forward.
Because it's not Leviathan.
The gauntlet was a pain because we had to unteach them everything we had taught them to do the prestige version, and then revert to the normal version.
Yeah.
Which caused many an aneurysm. So we get to the dogs next.
Okay.
I had thought that dogs were significantly harder than it is. Unless they...
On normal or on...
On normal, because we were all, like, under light, I guess.
No.
So it took effort to, take out
I mean,
dogs.
it's like the year 1 light level. I was going to say, no, in normal... I don't remember...
nerf dogs?
Yes, I remember, or I don't remember. I know, like, prestige, it's more difficult because you have more dogs, but I mean, on normal, I think you only have the 6.
Yeah, you only have the 6.
You just gotta make sure...
They went down like they were nothing.
How many stacks are we going up to?
Like 3 stacks?
So 3 flowers?
Yeah.
That should be enough. I mean, but you can't...
Nova Bomb and it evaporated.
I mean, I don't think you can do 1 phase with 3.
We 1 phased with 3.
I don't know. I don't know how they changed them.
Like, I threw a Nova Bomb at Bale or whatever.
Yeah,
the back left.
Gibberish.
And he just evaporated. Like, I didn't have to use any ammo. I just threw a Nova Bomb at him and he ceased.
I mean, yeah.
So we were all confused. The baths?
Okay.
The next section was easy. We just
baths is
except we didn't actually have a mobber.
Okay.
The first time.
Oh, yeah.
Because we didn't assign
Oh, are we not
going
going to bring up him?
Oh.
You're very special teammate.
One of our teammates was having real trouble. So, the way we do... I don't know if there's more ways to do this than just the one.
Yeah, you mean like... So,
we have 2 closed loops of 2 teams of 3.
On left and right.
Left and right. One guy starts in the middle on each, grabs the orb, and then we loop the things. This man was not understanding where middle was. So he would start somewhere between my plate and middle.
Yeah.
To the point where I could see him, like, go to middle.
Get
ready to get the orb. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Get ready to, like, start the cycle, my guy.
Yep.
And he'd be like, I am in the middle. I'm like, oh, not the middle of me in the plate.
Yeah, exactly.
The middle plate. And he's like, oh, gotcha. And then he would go and get the orb.
So,
like, before we were ready to start.
I was going to say, this is what you're supposed to, but I'm like, I think just about everybody except for that guy knows.
So, we would end up starting our loop before the encounter was started.
Okay.
Because we had to.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
he already has his buff and is coming for me.
Oh no.
I'm like, great, alright, I guess we're starting
the way
now.
you're supposed to do it normally is that you'll have, like, the first person you have rotating on left or right plate, you usually have them go grab the buff, they stand on the platforms, help you with mobs until you have to leave, and then, yeah. You really don't have people staying in middle. Again, you just had you had a special case.
Yeah, we had a very special case. And this did not help.
I mean, I wouldn't expect it to.
This took a while for him to get, like, understand it. And then once he did understand it, he was like, alright, well,
Yeah.
we figured that out. And then he left. He didn't come to Callus with us.
So there's there's another thing I want to bring up. This is because I sent a thing to our show notes. Is Waste Player. That was available on PC for about a week, and I got to use it. My question is, do you run into Waste Player on console? Did you run into it before the nerf?
I don't know when the nerf happened, so probably.
But how does it feel on console?
I feel like it's pretty strong.
Okay, good. So the thing is that I believe Waste Player had some type of nerf happen. I don't remember, but for anybody who doesn't know, for basically on reset day before Zer went away, you could go talk to him, and you could buy a Faded Engram, and if you had all your Forsaken Exotics on a character, you could get a Waste Player, and I was like, hey Zer, what's up? Give me that real quick. And I had the access to it for a week. I used Prometheus Lens and Bow. It's weird loadout, but very effective because if you can actually hit people. Waste Player, obviously the damage fluctuates, but I feel like that the exotic perk doesn't matter. I thought it felt a lot better than Prometheus Lens, and it sucks, because for anybody who doesn't know, is that this was non-intentional. I don't know how this happened, but we're not supposed to be getting it on PC, because Eric's on console, I'm on PC. We don't get the exclusives until, I believe, September for PC. We don't get Waste Player. Or October, fall. So the fact that it got released early and people got to play it for the week was pretty nice, and it felt good to use, and I was just sad that's gone now.
Yeah, your health bar gets just deleted.
I mean, I think... what are they called?
Trace rifles?
Trace rifles, thank you. I think they're a underappreciated weapon class, and...
There's 3 of them.
I know. He'll say, they should make them legendary, but I'm like, that'd be too good. They need to be exotic, trace rifles.
I can see...
Because they're...
That argument.
Because my thing is that if you ever... Because then what would happen is the legendary ones would have to be significantly weaker. That's the thing.
Just imagine this, make a kinetic one and you make a water gun out of it.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
Pressure wash people away.
Pressure washer. You have a pressure washer on your back.
You just get flood from Super Sunshine.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think it's time.
Do you want to introduce the segment?
All right, welcome to where is it?
Nice.
Fair and Balanced, because I can't read show notes. This is where we're gonna talk about buffs, nerfs, and if there's minor crap like a slight damage buff to something in PvE, or if it's when the next big sandbox change comes out, we'll go through those patch notes. But if it's minor, this very poor specific legendary weapon got a slight damage buff 5 damage. I'm not gonna worry about it. But if it's major crap what we're gonna discuss.
What's gonna happen?
Alright, so before we get into the bigger one, I want to talk about Spectral Blades. Now, as a person who used Spectral Blades and who doesn't really use Chaperone with it, but I still use Not Forgotten with it, so I can understand why the headshot thing is good. I do think the nerf for what they did was a step in the right direction. I'm a little bit worried about the damage resistance. I hope you're not going to get one shot by shotgun. I really don't play Spectral Blades, though. I play Archer and Crucible.
Spectral Blades a lot on console.
I know, but no, because it hasn't been nerfed yet. We're still waiting for that patch to come out.
I really can't wait.
The other thing is that I think they're going to have to readjust Glizinvest, because I could still see that being a huge issue.
I just don't understand why Spectral Blades tracks upwards.
Okay, so what they did to it is they overcompensated for the hit detection on it, because after when it first came out, it was, didn't work. They tried to do the Sentinel fix and basically gave you refrigerators for daggers. Yeah.
I would get hit 8 miles away above the dude.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is a lag problem or if Spectral Blades is just
I think
broken.
It's very much in the same vein of the D1 Striker Titan had infinite vertical height. I think it's in the same vein of that kind of issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, I as a hunter, I mean, I play Spectral Blades. When I was doing comp to get Not Forgotten this season, I use Spectral Blades, and I'm like, because the thing is, it's like the problem is like, yeah, I'm used to Arbitrary, but I can play Hunter. Is you can't really do anything against Spectral Blades except for because the amount of momentum they gain from getting those kills with Spectral Blades, either if it's a score, if it secures a round, to have one of your own up, and then to bring that, because what we would run was, I had Titan who ran Cove the Missile, because that's what you prefer to play, whatever. I was on Spectral, we had another Hunter on, he was supposed to be Golden Gun and Spectral, but then we had a Warlock on Dawnblade.
Okay.
So we had a Cove the Missile, he was our main shutdown super for any Spectral Blades. Then if we were running into at least 2 to 3 Spectral Blades in a comp match, and we had our secondary Hunter switch to Golden Gun for a shutdown, then me and Spectral, then our Warlock on Dawnblade. But I mean, pretty straightforward.
It's pretty good comp.
I mean, yeah.
Bring the Sheriff in to just delete the
heretics. Exactly. I thought about running she may run Slush in the hack, but I'm like, it's a good idea and bad idea. Alright, but yeah, Spectral Blades change. I forget what exactly it is. I think it's like it's a change to super energy that gets consumed while it's a super duration reduction. It's a damage reduction reduction. Nice. Damage reduction reduced. There we go. I don't think there's anything with damage changed. I don't remember.
I can't imagine they
and
then
I think they left damage alone. Then I think the attacks consume maybe a little bit more super energy. I don't remember, but it's basically all, and it has less damage resistance. It's basically all the issues that people wanted addressed. I'm fine with it.
Why is this Shadow Ninja class so tanky for no reason?
Yeah,
because I mean it's better than Golden Gun, who just doesn't get anything.
I mean, but Golden Gun saying it's a hit scan, you're supposed to use from range, yeah.
Be the Sheriff.
Just
dodge the bullets.
Be the Sheriff. Alright, let's get into the big one here. So, I pull up this week at Bungie. Balance the Bite. Oh. This goes into talking about Lunathal and Not Forgotten. So, for anybody who somehow doesn't know what these weapons are, because they're the best weapons in the game.
Crucible.
Yeah, in Crucible. These weapons are available these are two pinnacle weapons of the same vein you can get from doing the comp playlist as a pinnacle weapon. Now, I want to point this out real quick I kept on bringing this up. Season of the Drifter, they changed how fast you can get the Fabled. You only need to go on you need to win 13 games in a row, so think about that. You need to be on a 5-win streak for 8 games, a 5-win streak. Again, in the grand scheme of things, 13 games is that much. But even I said with the math of, let's say you play 5 games a day of comp, you lose 2 games a day. On average, I think, I don't know what the actual math would be. I would say on average, you could probably get the Fable in about 1 to 2 weeks, depending on how much you play. And if you're also smart and you just don't dump time into matches, like, when I was doing a comp for Not Forgotten, it's like, if I get on my team and we're like, at that time, where it's like, we're running the teams and we're just like losing 3 or 4 games in a row, we would stop and we'd come back at a later time or a different day because it's not worth it.
You're running into the sweats.
Yeah. So with Not Forgotten and Lunathal, how's that? I'm reading through this article real quick. The first big thing is to make Lunathal and Not Forgotten a 150, but with the precision frame archetype. And my maintaining some aspects. Give me a second. Alright. And they also changed Magcal. So with the 150, for anybody who doesn't know, 150s on their own currently 3-tap headshot. That's just how they work. Now with the way they did, okay, there's so much to unpack here. 150s can naturally just 3-tap. With Magnificent How, the way they changed it on Lunathal and Not Forgotten is that it's a 2 headshots, and Magnificent How only increases body shot damage, no longer headshot damage. So you can do, it's 2 head, 1 body, like it was in D1. Like your ES Luna, I guess is the reference they're trying to get there.
I love it.
But, I mean, okay, my first thing is, it's a 150. And it's retained the precision frame, and with 150s, after a precision frame, I think about every 150 in the game has the buff of lightweight frame, so you gain increased movement speed and accuracy, movement speed and sprint speed when you have that weapon held in your hand. If it's a precision frame 150, you don't get the normal benefit you get with them. Now, if precision frames get changed for recall, make it like Lunastyle Nahh Forgotten, maybe. I don't know. All I can say is I know I'm not gonna have this weapon in my inventory anymore. I might use it for PvE, but I might just remake my old Lunas. Because I dismantled that for every one I got Nahh Forgotten. Second thinking.
So if it's a 150 and you already 3-tap naturally, why would you even aim for a body shot? Why wouldn't you just go for the third headshot?
I was gonna say, that's the other thing, is that what's Nahh Forgotten Lunastyle, you condition yourself, go for the head. That's what the weapon rewards you for. Now this promotes more spamming behavior. This is... Also,
the problem.
I want to just talk real quick. The time to kill on this hand cannon would be 0.8. Ace of Spades time to kill, regular, is 0.87. So it's not going to stand out like it was from the other weapons of a different time to kill. Then, last word. So, let me play this. And the biggest, counter argument here, oh, it's going to shake up the Crucible. No, it's still... And people say, but these weapons are exotic. Still be last word, Ace, Thorn, Spare Rations. Hold on.
Is Thorn good in this game? I don't have it yet, so...
Thorn?
Yeah.
Yes, it's good.
Is it a 180?
150.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's 2 head, 1 body, I believe, actually, burn damage, I think, kills. Yeah.
So, you're... So
exactly it's kind of like the thing they're making.
You're just gonna make another Thorn. It's not gonna fix it.
Thorn, Ace, last word. Service Revolver, and then Spare Rations. These weapons are still gonna be relevant. You're not going to see, you're not gonna see really that many different weapons. It's still gonna be the same crap you're seeing right now. And I know people think, oh, but those are exotic, so they can't use Warcliffe. Well, here, I'll fill you in. Service Revolver isn't. Spare Rations isn't. And if you have a God Roll Criminal's Dagger, you can use that over a Sturm. And the thing is that Pinnacle weapons were designed to have exotic traits, but they're legendary because the amount of work you have to put in to get them. Mm-hmm. For example, hold on a second, where is it? Mountaintop. If you look at Mountaintop, for example, as shooting a micro missile, that is just straight an exotic. That's what something an exotic weapon would do.
I literally have no idea what the Mountaintop is.
Mountaintop.
Explain for me and all those.
Yeah, Mountaintop is a... Hold on a second, let me pull up. It's a grenade launcher. It has a lightweight frame. It's an RPM of 90. That doesn't matter. It has a velocity of 100 because it has a masterwork. And it has spike grenades, sticky grenades, hard launch, again, more... Whatever. It's rangefinder, then micro missile. This weapon fires in a straight line and has a massively increased projectile speed. You're literally shooting a miniature rocket. It's no longer it shoots in a straight line.
That's not fair.
The thing is, again, it's a pinnacle weapon. It's supposed to feel powerful like that. I mean, again, they design pinnacle weapons to act like exotic-like weapons, but again, they're legendary, so you can use them with exotics, and you're basically you put in the time, you get to reap the benefits of your reward. It's pretty straightforward.
Make the strong stronger.
Also, people are referring to this next patch or the change to Lunastyle Nahh Forgotten as a last word buff or as an Ace of Spades buff, and it's not gonna be healthy. People are gonna still get frustrated at all the current weapons, and my next is they're gonna nerf last word, they're gonna nerf Ace of Spades. Just nerf everything and
make everything else better.
Yeah, because it's not like they totally had an update called literally Going Fast, where they increased or lowered the time to kill across the board to make Crucible be faster as a game mode. That's not totally what they did or anything, and that wasn't. I think this was also the same time they announced Lunastyle / Nahh Forgotten because those were going to be on the same pace, and they still are.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look what else. I mean,
it's a much better meta than at launch, where it was the team shot meta.
Oh, yeah.
Where, hey, I'm playing competitive. I'm going to walk around the court. Oh, there's 4 Midas. I'm gone.
Yep. That's nice. I want to bring up Maya, but I was going to say, again, with the whole 150 change is, 150s are just a very spammable weapon. There's nothing to promote the actual going for the headshots anymore. Like I said, I don't think I'll give it a try when it comes out, but I don't think it's gonna be staying mandatory. I think I'll be taking other weapon options because it's much significantly worse. I mean, honestly, if I'm gonna run anything, it'd probably be my Mindbender's Ambition or my Wishbringer with some type of exotic hand cannon, and probably be Last Word because Last Word's busted. Now, Eric did just say Maya multi-tool.
How's that doing on PC?
It's not very good at all.
It doesn't exist.
It's only good on Equinox, and even then, it's above average because. Sorry about that.
Well, that's
whatever. We're fine.
Rip.
So for anybody who doesn't know, a was it a Go figure, a non-optimized Go figure? I believe was what a mid-range / low range increased scope outranges a Maya multi-tool and has a lower time to kill because it's a pulse rifle. Now, if you take a fully optimized blast furnace, it becomes kind of obvious why this is an issue. I'm on the side of I believe Maya needs to be buffed. I know some people say, "Oh, but you're supposed to use it like a scout rifle." Yeah, people's pulses act like a scout rifle. You know, they have the more of an advantage there, and I know Maya has a lot going for it. I mean, it's alright, cool, whatever. But I think maybe a range increase, maybe damn, I don't know, because I'm talking to somebody, he's like, "Oh, but Maya's still like one of the weapons." I'm like, no, if close range, I'm gonna get beat out by a Not Forgotten, I'm gonna get beat out by an Ace, I'm gonna be beat out by a Last Word, a Thorn, I'm gonna be beat out by the weapons that can compete at that range, a Recluse. At long range, I get beat out by pulse rifles, bows, snipers.
You really don't get a good
so it's
option.
And I mean, scouts are just in this place where they're not usable, period, and
unless you have blast furnace, which, whatever.
Scout rifles, not pulses. Did I say pulses?
I don't know.
We're both idiots. Alright,
I just had a stroke. We're fine.
We're fine. But yeah, Maida's not a good place.
Yeah, the scouts in general, I don't see them. Because, like
you
said, you just get bullied at close range by everything else. And then, I'll try long range, and you get sniped.
Yeah, exactly.
Or some dude with a vigilance wing just deletes your health bar.
But yeah, the Not Forgotten and the Luna's House change, that's what we originally talked about. Where's my article? There it is. I mean, just reading through it, also, they do acknowledge, like, oh yeah, people have worked hard for this. I'm like, that makes it worse.
Yeah,
you don't acknowledge that people have spent... I spent about, I think, 5 to 6 weeks getting Not Forgotten, and that was on and off playing. And it wasn't fun. It was somewhat fun because I was playing with friends, but it was still... it was something else.
I got up to Luna's with solo queuing.
Yeah, I mean, you did back in Forsaken, which required more wins.
I did it in the hair pulling times.
Yeah.
Which was dumb. Don't.
Yeah, just don't. What you call it? We were talking about different ways they could have changed Not Forgotten / Luna's to be, fine. I was still saying leave it as a 1A, leave it as a 3-tap, but then once you get your kill, for people who don't know, you can essentially do a 3-tap, and if you get another headshot, like a single headshot, or is it? I forget if you can paste it, and the really good players with Not Forgotten who actually can make it work like that with Magnificent Hal, you can basically do it so you can chain 2-tapping people infinitely. And that becomes very strong, and...
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, for people who master the weapon, that's, again, something they earned, something they mastered, because they put the time... effort in.
It's like a fighting game when you learn all the combos.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hey, this is a problem. I don't care that guy's put 400 hours into learning Ryu combos.
Yeah.
They're gone now.
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, awesome, those 400 hours are done.
The players who don't want to put in the time and who don't want to put in the time and can't and choose not to improve in Crucible, because listen, anybody can improve in Crucible. I know I have, definitely, because you asked me Forsaken, hey, you gonna get Not Forgotten? I say, never in my lifetime. Yes, I was wrong. I actually got the season. I was surprised. But the people, because they don't choose to improve, and because the blueberries cry out and like, oh, this is broken, this is overpowered. I get called a cheater when I go in the Rumble of Not Forgotten, because I earned it. I mean, those people are the ones that basically are the ones who cause this change, because...
My favorite are the people who call out cheater for things they don't understand.
Yeah.
I got called a cheater because Nova Bomb Seekers exist.
That's great. That's
by a hunter. Weird. I'm like, do you not
understand how this works?
Have you not experienced a warlock?
Yeah.
Like, if the game's been out
like
for a
ever,
while
yeah, you're right.
Point.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right, ever. Like, period.
Warlock. Like, this happened, like, last week.
I was trying to think what else. Oh, god dang it. I mean, the other thing is, though, and I know a lot of people aren't with this, what if they just made a quick play version of Luna's Howl? Luna's Bark. Let's just say for now, real quick. Luna's Bark. Let's just say if they did that, if they made a quick play quest, do you think this would be an issue?
Probably not.
Because the thing is, and I know people who... I worked on Red... Again, I got Redrix's this season, too. Because the thing is, I believe for Redrix's, you need, 6 resets in a single season, which was retroactive. So if you did it back in year 1 or throughout the new season since Forsaken, it would still count, but it would have to be 6 resets in a single season of quick play, and that's completely doable by the Valor that comes out. The fact they put out like Iron Banner, they put out events which would increase your because you're gonna play Crucible more for those events, and it's just a work towards it thing. Because then the thing is, if you have the 6 resets, I'm just saying because I'm using the 6 resets because I feel like they do the same thing for Red, since they do the same thing as Redrix is that say the quest wouldn't matter, the quest steps, because you can get this done any season. What would matter is just your resets. But again, maybe that could be a change somebody bigger, somebody like a bigger YouTube personality or streamer could bring up, like, just make a quick play side quest, leave the weapons as they are, and make it more attainable. Because, like, again, I think Luna's is easy to get. I think it's...
It wasn't.
It wasn't, but now I think it's really accessible. But for those people, again, who still can't do that and play quick play, if they can't handle a quick play quest, you know what I mean?
It is... We've hit a point where the people who are, I'm just going to say, unqualified.
Yeah.
The people who refuse to get better and play the video game want the rewards that everyone else has. Because we've hit this
ceiling.
Like, not even a ceiling. We've hit a wall.
Yeah, this wall.
Where people refuse to actually... Because people don't want to admit that they're bad.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that everyone who doesn't have the Luna or the Not Forgotten is terrible.
No. I know a friend who saw Luna's Hell Not Forgotten, then he just kind of saw Ace, and he's like, I'm just going to stick with Ace. And he wrecks people who are like people who have like 5,000 plus kills and they're Not Forgotten. I've seen him actually just wreck them using Ace of Spades. And again, because Ace of Spades is the best, I still think it's the best hand cannon. I mean, Not Forgotten, it's really hard to compare it to Not Forgotten.
Yeah, they're two different problems. I feel like Ace is better at longer ranges.
Yeah.
Because if you outrange them before they can get close, then you have a better chance. But once they get in with their 180, you're pretty boned.
I was going to say real quick, this is another thing I know a lot of people brought up. I know one of the biggest problems with this is that you can use Not Forgotten, a really good shotgun, then Wardcliff, because Wardcliff is, like, honestly the best exotic in Crucible.
Is it?
Weapon-wise? I mean, heavy-wise, it's the best heavy. Because you can shut down any super, you can get whole entire team wipes, it's ridiculous. It's worth the exotic slot. People brought up the argument if really it's because you can run Wardcliff with this really strong layout, just make Not Forgotten and Luna's exotic.
That would really solve that.
And again, okay, make them both exotic, then make an exotic questline for quick play. There you go. Because Gambit had an exotic questline in the way of Malfeasance.
Oh my god. Did they break that quest?
I don't remember if that I think they patched it, but I remember it wasn't completable for a while.
Because it begoned itself from my inventory.
Interesting.
Because I killed the meatball.
Yeah.
And I was doing that quest actively, and it's just gone now.
I'm seeing what... Was there an exotic that you got from doing strikes?
You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific.
I mean, like basically like a one where you had to do a lot of strike crap, or is a strike-based exotic?
I don't think so.
I don't think there was, but the strike weapons have never been that good, like the legendary ones. So that's besides the point. My point is, though, I mean, we have a Malfeasance. Malfeasance is the Gambit exotic quest, so I don't see why they couldn't make Not Forgotten Luna's Hell exotic for the people who already have it, but then make a quick play quest that also gives, again, we'll just use an example, Luna's Bark as an exotic, so then it's accessible to everybody. It maybe fixed the layout restriction, but it keeps on coming back to the point. It shouldn't be changed from a 180 to 150. The perk should not be changed. If they wanted to change the Magnificent How,
just make it hit only on headshots.
Again,
don't improve body shot damage because they're rewarding people for not aiming.
Yeah, leave it 180 and only allow it to be only Magnificent How procced on headshots. Again,
like you get your 2 headshots and then you're like, oh, well, I'm just gonna body shot this guy now because I have super damage.
Oh yeah.
Why would I aim for the cranium when I don't have to?
Yep. I was gonna say, and with the 150 change, again, it's a more spammable gun. It doesn't promote what the whole entire point of the weapon was to be accurate with a hand cannon. And I talked on last episode, Drewski's the controller player. His thing that he really liked about Luna's Hell Not Forgotten it was one of the very few weapons that had consistent weapon recoil, because he was a long-time Halo player, whereas if my crosshair is there, my gun would shoot there. It's not the weird recoil patterns we have in Destiny. Luna's Howl and Not Forgotten are the two most consistent in that regard.
Well, that's gone now.
Again, it's gone. Yeah, doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You learned how to use it? Too bad.
Yep.
You got used to our nonsense game. Well, you're gonna get punished for it.
Let's just see here. Sorry, I was reading this tweet to see if there's Cammy Cakes. Anybody who doesn't know who he is, he's a Destiny Crucible YouTuber. People know him for how he does whatever. He had put out a tweet talking about this balance change, since he's one of the people who talked because he's made a video dedicated, Not Forgotten, before this, like when people were having issues with it, like the possible fixes, and there's one of them was the exotic thing, to make an exotic hand cannon. So I'm just reading through his thing real quick. Yeah, he's like his things was he's like me, but not gonna have his inventory anymore. Then buffing universal hand cannon consistency and adjusting flinch on console and bloom. If they just adjusted. Oh, sorry. Here's the other big one. A lot of people are saying, why just, if again they want Crucible to be faster, why not bring everything in line with Luna's Howl Not Forgotten? Bring everything up to that. Reduce the bloom.
Bring everything up. Don't bring one thing down.
Because
it's too fast and to go fast up.
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing was, if this was like an exotic, everybody get their hands on like a couple days, and it's not that big a deal. All right, maybe this wouldn't be as big of an issue. But for the fact of if it was just Luna's Howl getting touched, I don't think there'd be so much backlash. But the fact that it's the 5,500 reward and Luna's Howl, that's where people are getting a big issue with it.
Yeah, I could see a Luna nerf.
But because that's
leave Not Forgotten.
I think it's like actually hold. I can actually look it up.
I don't even see Not Forgottens on console. It's always Luna.
So using light.gg. 6% of the community on Light.gg, which I don't remember how I forget. There's a crap ton of people on here. They get a lot of info. 6% have Not Forgotten from this. So let's say on average, it's 10% or less of the whole Destiny player base has Not Forgotten. Okay. Mm-hmm. And for argument's sake, let's look up Luna's Howl.
Probably a lot more.
What
have you done?
Don't worry about it. Let me pull this up. 27% going by light.gg has the Luna's Howl. So I can see Luna's Howl change, but again, just don't touch Not Forgotten.
The one that you actually have to work for.
Yeah. I mean, that would make sense, because again, I'll keep saying this, Luna's Howl is easy to get. People just, again, they need to do it.
I mean, now it's easy to get. It wasn't then.
Yeah, as Eric was going back to this thing, it's like the fact like other people don't want to put the time and effort to improve. The people who actually do get punished for it. I mean, that's actually pretty consistent across a lot of multiplayer games, especially fighting games, like you said.
Oh man, fighting games have it the worst.
I'm gonna check our runtime real quick. we're at 43 minutes. Oh man.
Cool. That's actually not too bad.
That's pretty good. Oh yeah. So speaking of timing, today I was looking at the YouTube channel with the podcast being uploaded.
Oh my goodness, that's bad.
Oh well.
That's gonna have to get fixed. That's a big spike.
I mean, I'll just redo. I'll just the IO and Audacity. I was checking the YouTube channel and
the entire mic just got deleted.
I know. Shut up. On the YouTube channel, and people were talking about, not people talking. The retention time I think is it was between 36 and 40 minutes of people actually listening. So maybe we'll cut it short. No, I don't know. I think we're done. Yeah. I mean, we have. There's other two things that we want to discuss. Is today, before everything went to crap, we were gonna go see the new Hellboy movie, because I brought this up last time in the last episode. I really wanted to go see it, and we were gonna go watch it, come back, and then talk about it. We'll probably do a second, probably short episode talking about that movie, because I'm just talking about what we talked about the podcast before. I've only heard bad things about it. I've seen the original two movies. Yeah. If you want to hear about what my thoughts are, what my initial thoughts I heard when I heard about the reviews and crap, check out the last episode. But we're gonna go watch that and then come back, talk about it, and record a podcast about it. And then Mortal Kombat 11 story and gameplay.
We'll talk about that next
maybe
time.
No, maybe we just do the Hellboy one, so then it's a semi-regular, because the Hellboy stuff might be like 10 minutes or so.
Oh yeah, we'll do that then.
Alright.
Alright.
Well, that's gonna end it.
Do you have a quip for us?
What?
An ending quip?
I was gonna say real quick. There's one benefit. So Eric's we're recording this together in person. We're not doing our Discord because last episode Eric didn't hit record because recording over online you have slight delay. Didn't hit record the same time I did, so I had to spend an hour / half an hour making sure an audio lined up. But since we're in person, able to record off of one microphone.
One audio track.
Thank God. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. It was bad. That's why the second episode took a while to come out. Because when I had to adjust that, because I had to make sure it lined up well, or if there's a slight difference, you couldn't tell, which it was. Spoiler alert. And then when I use the program, because since this is recording Audacity, it becomes an Audacity file. Then once I export as MP3, I then have to put it into a video editor program where I put in the audio track, and I put our image stretch over that audio track. Then Then this allows me to then export the video, then upload to YouTube. So it's a thing, because I don't know if this is how I'm supposed to do it. It's how it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
This is how we bootleg it to work.
Yeah. But yeah, this just makes it a lot easier. So my ending quip's gonna be, I guess you could say, not forgotten. It's gonna be forgotten in about a month or so.
God damn it.
By the way, I don't know when the Spectral Blades change coming out. I know the Not Forgotten Lose Howl isn't till the next season.
Uh-huh.
So we have I think 2 to 3 weeks left of Season of Drifter. Actually, we're getting close to Season of Opulence, which is the return to Leviathan. We got Benedict 44, I think is his name.
That's him.
What?
That's him.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I've always called him Benedict Cumberbatch, so who knows?
Eggs Benedict is why I called him. But
that works too.
Yeah. But yeah. I guess next week we can come. Oh wait, did we talk about? Oh no, did I say how they should have postponed Iron Bear?
Yeah, okay. We did talk about that.
Listen,
we were talking about the 8 million grenades.
Yeah, I completely forgot. We talked about all right. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this week, and then next week I guess we can come back and let's see if Bungie makes a statement of how bad this idea was, and they're like, we apologize. Hopefully.
I don't have that much faith.
All right. Well, this has been TJ.
This has been Eric.
And this is Clickbait, where we're not gonna take your rewards away. We'll catch you at a different time. Bye.